What's up, guys? This is the Dweller bringing you yet another Old World Battle Report. So, got a couple of games in this weekend. Know a bit more about my army and especially a bit more about the rules. Still not even close to an expert or anything, but it's progressing for sure. So, this time up against the Orcs and Goblins, which is going to be fun as hell. It's always fun to play against Orcs and Goblins, no matter what. No matter if I win or lose, it's always a fun game. Um, been still wanted to train around a bit with units and the list and stuff. So I'm using kind of the same core and as the last two battle reports. Just trying out a few new things. To see if they work out or not. I'm gonna probably keep doing something like this until I have a list I feel kind of comfortable with, and then try to just push that a few games and see what it can do. So with my list, I still have the dragon because the dragon is insane. That's probably, in my opinion, one of the main issues with the old world is character on dragons are super powerful. And I mean really super powerful. So I'm running the same setup as before. Ogre Blade, Talisman of Protection, and an Annoyance of Netlings. And then have a Spellweaver on foot this time, rocking Elementalism. So trying the third lore. I then try something new, a Shadow Dancer. I am thinking about giving him the Dragon Slayer sword, just to kind of in a tournament environment. I probably will, only because I really think people are just gonna spam those dragons and monsters. Thing about the Shadow Dancer is that it's quite cheap in points. It still has strike first, like initiative 7. Weapon skill 8, 3 attacks base, but still has Furious Charge and the dances. So, and with the unit of War Dancers, he skirmish as well, so he can charge in 360, which it makes it a lot harder to stay away from. So yeah, I'm probably gonna try that in the future, see how it goes. It just in this particular list, I didn't have that many points over because I wanted to fit in a Glade Captain BSB as well. Gave the BSB the Bow of Lauren and Arcane Bodkins just to have something to do. I suppose it's still kind of good. High ballistic skill, 3 strength 4, AP2 with armor bane shots. Yeah, I could probably pick up a few wounds here and there, and very good against certain setups like Empire with Knights maybe, or Bretonnians especially. I think we're gonna see a lot of Bretonnians. No wonder, since they're one of 2 new releases. But this game, to go back to Shadow Dancer, you just have the Spear Loic, which is free and still very good. So it's basically Strength 5, AP 1, Armor Bane 2, and Killing Blow. And also everything with the dances, just yeah, I really like the piece. I don't think you should make him a wizard. I don't see the use of level 1s so much, or maybe, I don't know. It goes up a lot in points, and I don't think it's worth it. Basically, my core is still the same as always. I feel like this is actually a very stable core. I like what it do. I changed from Hagbane arrows to Arcane Bodkins on the Glade Guard. And yes, I think they're pretty solid actually. Same with the Scouts, same with the Glade Riders. I really got into my head that with evasive and reserve moves and all that shenanigans, you can play them quite much better than I have the two previous games. And a 5 War Dancers with Blade Singer, 3 Treekins again. Want to try them out. 10 Wildwood Rangers. completely naked this time. 5 Sisters of the Thorn and a Great Eagle. Great Giant Eagle, whatever it's called now. I noticed now I kind of cheat. I said I had a champion on the Sisters of the Thorn during the game. Don't think it made any difference. Hope not. So over to my opponent is got a Black Orc Big Boss, which is a Battle Standard Bear with a Great Vet Cavalry Spear, Warboar, and Shield. Another Black Orc War Boss, Ed Button at. That choppiest choppa trollhide trousers is the general, and he has a shield. He's also on a chariot, I believe. Goblin Warboss, Wizarding Hat, Walupa's one-hit wounds, Giant Wolf Shield Light Armor, a Night Goblin Warboss, Paymaster's Coin, Potion of Speed, Dragon Slaying Sword on a Giant Cave Squig, Shield Light Armor as well. Orc Weird Knob, Buzzgob's Noble Staff, level 4 Battle Magic. Then 22 Goblin Mobs with the big red raggedy flag with the 3 nasty Skulkers. A 5-man Wolf Riders with short bow, 9-man Wolf Riders with reserve move and a boss. A 12-man Night Goblin with 2 Fanatics and bows. 19 Orc Mobs. Goths Win the Banner. Squig Hoppers, 6 of them. 7 Orc Boys with the Banner of Butchery. And then 3 Stone Trolls with Great Weapons. So, quite a lot of stuff. So, going to deployment. Just hiding, kind of. With so the War Dance is in front of the Dragon on the left, and then the Sister of the Thorn to the far left. Middle, Wildwood Rangers with the Treekins, BSB, and the Archers with the Wizard on the hill. Eagle hides behind. And then Scouts and the Glade Riders just, hiding out of line of sight. Opponent, Night Goblins on the hill, and then the small Dragon Slaying Sword Squiggy. Wolf Riders, the Goblin unit with the Banner and Skulkers. General Chariot behind. And then the Orc Arrow Boys, Stone Trolls, the 9-man unit, Wolf Riders with the Captain with the Wizarding Hat, and then the Boar Boys with the BSB behind. And to the far left, the Squig Hoppers. So I wanted to roll off, and I started, and I thought, why not go super offensive with the dragon? So I just went straight up as far as I could. Everything else just followed through. This is throw not too much, so I don't get charged by the random movers. That would kind of suck. The rest just follows. Got off Earthen Rampart on the Archers in case he gets into range. And over here just moves up. Here I'm thinking I'm just gonna do what I can to kill that Squigobus. Rolled kind of poorly, and with kind of I mean really poorly. So I only did a wound with all the poison. Should have at least. I should probably have killed him. I should have gotten 3 poison from 17 shots. Yeah, almost 3 poison, and then wounding on 5. So I should have made something more. But yeah, that's the dice game for you. 12-man archer unit with Arcane Bodkins is better. It killed 5 wolves. They passed the panic though. And I remember the reserve moves. So Glade Rider is just behind line of sight again, hiding out. It's like playing 40k with Eldar or something. So in Goblin's turn 1, he just goes in with everything into the dragon. Squig Hoppers inside, Boar Boys in the front, clipping with the Wolf Riders. And then some bit of weird order, but I lost some pictures. But you'll see later how he just moved up everything else, basically. So yeah, in the combat, I killed the Squig Hoppers did 1 wound on impact hits. Then I killed his wizard hat dude with Lord. The dragon killed all. I mean, I hit them all and wound them all 6 wounds on the Squig Hoppers, so they all died. And then I stomped like 4 boar boys, I think. So yeah, it kind of super broke and I ran him down. That shows you how powerful this stupid dragon is. I took 1 wound and did like, I think I did 12 in return or something. So yeah, it's so powerful, it's insane. And here you can see how we moved up the rest of the army, just like in a banking up on the flank, holding the middle, forward with the trolls, keeping like angles, hiding the Squig boss behind the cavalry so he doesn't get shot again. Moves up with the Night Gobos. And my turn too. So I charged the Arrow Boy unit and they flee from the terror test. And they flee kind of across the whole army. Didn't panic anymore though. And yeah, the Arrow Boys are skirmishers. I don't know if it said that in the armor description or not. But yeah, they're skirmishers. So the dragon redirected into the flank of the stone trolls. The rest of the army just moves up. Got off the rampart spell on the wardens. I don't know why. I thought maybe he would shoot at him or something. Mistake, I suppose. Can't march, can't charge. So it's kind of stupid. Over here just moves up. Gonna try to shoot stuff. Yeah, another picture of that. Same here. Moves up. Killed with all the shooting. Killed like 1 Night Goblin maybe. Maybe yeah, I think I only killed 1 goblin. The dragon just eats through the trolls. So yeah, consolidating. Looking good for turn 2, I have to say. Orcs and Goblins. So he rallies the Arrow Boys and moves up. He goes forward with the Wolf Riders. I think he shot off a wound on a Treekin or something like that. He magic missiles. I think it was a fireball. Yeah, probably a fireball. He fireballed the scouts. Killed 4. They fled. Yeah, fireball here. Fireball is pretty good. Pretty good. And after the shot, he reserve moved his Wolf Riders. So he's basically double chaffing me. And the Gobi unit just consolidates, so it has the dragon in the front. Squig captain, just a Squig boss, just yeah, goes against it towards the dragon. My turn 3, I rally with the scouts. Dragon, with all the confidence in the world, just goes into the gobos. Rangers and Treekin charged the chaff, just get rid of it. Over here, just move. He's in the forest and everything. I don't have that many good targets. I won't kill that many orcs either. Using the eagle to shaft the chariot. And then something really weird happened. So, yeah, then my Siege of the Thorn went up as well to go round. But here, basically, a challenge with the champion. I have to take it, of course. Kill him and maximum overkill, which means I have a combat resolution of 6. Or I thought I had a combat resolution of 6, rather. He had a combat resolution of 6 as well, and he had a musician. I failed my leadership 10. BSB was out of range, and I fled. He luckily didn't run me down, though. God bless Swift Stride. After the game, I noticed that the dragon is actually close order, so I should actually have won that combat, but it shows kind of. I wouldn't say it's like a good strategy to kill dragons with static combat rest. You basically need to have a static combat rest of 7 with the musician and feed a champion, and then hope that the dragon actually fails the leadership test, which is probably a 10, maybe a 9. It's kind of far-fetched, but yeah, certainly it's one of the that, and if you have a unit strength of more, I suppose, it hardly matters. You will win by nothing. So yeah, it's possible. I don't know. It's a viable strategy though. But anyway, my dragon fled. Stupid dragon. My other stuff just kills the chaff kind of easily, I would say. And here a perfect picture of when my opponent accidentally unit shot my eagle, so it will only be a base from now on. It's a good little action picture. So he charges the goblins into the Wildwood Rangers, because why not? He popped all the nasty skulkers as well when my dragon charged, so he has 3 nasty skulkers in there. This Squig boss goes up towards the Sisters of the Thorn. The Charity charges the eagle, get rid of it. Over here he moves up with the Night Goblins. And he actually had a very good move here. So we cast Arcane Urgency on the Squig boss. Luckily, because he moved so that I couldn't. It was out of 24 of the of my wizard, so I could only use a Fated Dispel. And he has +5 with his level 4 because of the item or banner or whatever it is. So basically, he needed to roll a 5 to get it off, and to get it off on a random mover, you can actually get it into combat because it's a normal move and it's random mover. So that was a very, very good play to try to get the Sister of the Thorn. Lucky for me, he rolled a double 2 and failed it. So yeah, very lucky for me. So in combat, he murders my eagle, of course. The goblins won combat. I fled and he overran, but contrary to 8th edition or to 9th age or anything, you actually must come into base contact to destroy the unit. It doesn't matter. The roll doesn't really matter. You don't catch them before, as you did before you move. So I actually survive with them because he overran into my Treekins. Picture that. I only died 1, but I still had a lot of static combat rest. I think I kind of whiffed back. I killed one of the nasty skulkers, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, here's the overrun. So my turn 4. So my BSB is just outside of the dragon, and of course I roll an 11 again, so I don't even rally. Stupid game. I continue to flee, but war dancers go into the goblins as well. Here, we later looked it up. I didn't think so much about it at the time, but skirmishers can't charge into combat like this and then make a fighting rank. And if you can't get into base contact, and this is not base contact with the 3 on the outside, then they end up in the 2nd rank as a support. So got like 3 attacks extra. It wouldn't matter that much, I think, to this combat. Other than that, my BSB moves into the Wildwood Rangers to get into range to the dragon. I really want him to rally. Everything else just lines up to try to shoot that Squiggle. So the BSB, since I wanted to be within 12 of the dragon and still be safe, he will shoot at the chariot, hoping for some lucky shot. He's still only toughness 5, but with all the armor piercing and strength 4, it's not impossible to do something. But I have the sisters. I have one 5-man unit of Glade Riders, I think, that actually can see. Or is it? Oh, no, maybe not. Doesn't look like that. But I have the 12-man with Arcane Bodkins. I have 3 scouts and then sisters themselves. So I should be able to do something. I also got off Plague of Rust from the sisters on him. So it's basically a 6-up save. And I have AP on most of the stuff. So it should be kind of fine. Over here just moves up against the Gobos. That's a picture of the Plague of Rust. Earthen Ramparts on the archers. Now I shot everything and rolled really poorly, but basically with the archer unit, I just killed him. Boom, 12 wounds. That's certainly important. It would suck if he lived and actually got into the sisters. He would be far up. He would be close to the dragon. Now I still think the dragon would just annihilate him before he had the chance to use the dragon sword. Over here, kill a Gobor too, and then reserve move back. And over here, I won combat pretty big. He just gave ground. I followed with the War Dancers and restrained with Treekins and reformed them to get the chariot in the front. Close picture of that. Over here, got off a spell. I don't know what it's called, but it gives them 5-up ward basically. And then came another good play, which I actually didn't know. So random movers can actually turn now. So we went up, he threw away the Fanatic, and he rolled like an 11 or something on it. So he basically just came around the corner and just clipped the unit and went through. So yeah, kill 3. I failed my panic, and then I rolled a 1, 1, and 2 on the flea. So yep, there I am. Orcs just moves up. I think he put fireball and everything he could into Sisters of the Thorn, and yeah, I didn't roll that good on my ward saves, so yeah, they got kind of mutilated. And then with all the arrows, he made 2 wounds. I failed 1. So yeah, Sisters died. That kind of sucked. He also got off a I think it's called Pillar of Flame maybe, from Battle Magic, just next to the combat. Oh yeah, and of course he charged the chariot into the Treekins, because why the hell not? Wouldn't he do that? He won, and I used my Stubborn, so just gave ground, and he followed up. And over here he rolled like a 1 or a 2 or something on the Vortex, so he just by the smallest margin just misses my unit, which is good. Yeah, and we killed more. He gave ground. I followed after in his turn. Over here the Fanatic goes towards the board edge. Well, it's at least something. Finally the Dragon rallies, and I just move up to see stuff. Once again, get off Earthen Ramparts. The BSB jumps out. Rangers goes up to. Hopefully the Treekins can stand and have a flying charge with the Rangers to the chariot. Now these 2 heroes, they rally. I move up so I can shoot at the Gobos. That's my hit roll. 2 poison, and enough to kill 2, enough for him to take a panic test. He failed the panic test, and we're in such an angle that he fled off the table. So redeemed. So over here he think he no, he did. He fell back in good order, I think, and I didn't catch him, or he fled and I didn't catch him. Or I can't remember my decision there, but somehow I didn't run him down. Kill a lot of them though. The Drakins fell back in good order, and he restrained from the chariot. This is also one of the mechanics that I think about it, but forget about it a lot as well. It's just that the combat isn't as static as it was before. Just that you can push something, then actually restrain and target something else. It's a very fun mechanic. You just need to get used to it. So Orcs and Goblins turn 5. His pillar goes through War Dancers, killing like 3 of them. No, it kills 2 of them. And now for the luckiest of the lucky fanatic bastards in the world. He rolls the arrow perfectly towards the Glade Riders. And he rolls, I think it's like a 2mm margin for him to actually hit the base. And hits, so that he hits the base and just kills off those 2. So yeah. 2 heroes, but that fanatic is a bloody hero as well. So the chariot goes into the Walled Rangers instead. Much better target. He'll probably just kill them with the impact hits and everything. Omega still got off the 5+ ward. Chuffs up a bit. Doesn't. I think he shot at the War Dancers, maybe killing 1. So yeah, he went straight through the Walled Rangers and overrun into my BSB. Did not think about this play before, so was badly positioned for sure. So my turn 6. So the War Dancers charge the Gobbles. He decides to flee. I redirect into the Chariot. It's a very long charge, but I try to redirect there. And then the Dragon with the fly 10. It looks long. It's like average, or even below that. So yeah, charge the Dragon into the flank and the War Dancers to the rear of the Chariot. I need to get rid of that and try to save my BSB as well. And luck is still on my side. I managed to hit both charges, so yeah, that's very good for me. Other than that, Trakins just moves up. Glade Riders moves up. Everything that can moves up to shoot. Now the Glade Guard, with the impasse in the way, they couldn't actually see anything properly when it was weird, and I didn't want the Chariot to be able to get into them on an overrun or something stupid like that if I would lose combat. So I just shuffled them away. So killed a few orcs. Not even a panic test. Reserve move. Back to safety. So in combat, I did do a bunch of wounds on him. Still kind of a hard piece to kill. It's like 2-up save, 6-up ward, and a 5-up regeneration, and toughness 5 and 7 wounds. So it's like it's a lot to chew through actually. So I got him down to 1 wound remaining. He lost combat pretty horribly. He broke. I didn't catch him because, as I said, you need to connect the base. He did flee through my units though, and he actually died from one of the dangerous terrains tests, or perilous test I think it's called even now. So yeah, once again, lucky. Really needed him dead, or really wanted him dead. But I really like the Chariot. It's a handful to deal with. So Orcs Goblins turn 6. He just didn't rally the gobos. They fled off the board and died. And over here we just tried to magic missile and shoot and see if we could do something to Trakins. It didn't. And that's the end of the game. So yeah. First Asteroid victory in the old world. Fuck yeah. So compared to the two first matches, I did know my armor better now. Played a bit better, still made a few mistakes, still trying out the list. I think that the Wildwood Rangers, probably I'm gonna try to change them out and against, like, I want to try out Wild Riders. Frenzy is bad right now, so you basically need like an babysitting eagle or something just to be able to play them properly. Still want to try them. The damage output is as insane as it was in 8th edition, and especially with what are there? Strength 5, AP2, Armor Bane, 3 attacks, still web skill 5 or initiative 5, but that's a lot of Strength 5 attacks still. The Mount still have Strength 4. I want to try them. I really want to try them, and I want to try them with the banner that gives them terror as well. I think that could also be very. It's without the frenzy that they have to charge. Even if they were impetuous, I would bloody take them every game, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna try it out. We'll see how it goes. In the future, I will in the future also do a list without a dragon. It feels now when I'm up against someone that doesn't have either a dragon or by himself or a lot of anti-monster, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest. So like in this game, after his turn 1, we were like, yeah, this is already over. It felt like I killed half his army in one turn with only one piece. And it wasn't. Yeah, the Squig Hoppers in the side, Boar Boys with BSB in the front. It's not weak units that went into him, but it was just, yeah, he did 1 wound, I did 12. So it's, yeah, it's insane. It's insane. So I think if you can counter dragons, you'll probably, and you want to play tournaments, then there's hope for it. That's why I think Bretonians will be kind of good. They have a lot of anti-monster stuff that could probably win them the games. Anyhow, as I said, do learn a lot from every game rule wise for the old world. I must say I haven't. The 3 games I've played have been insanely fun. Even the first one, which I lost with 20-0, I was like, it was still a really fun game. The other games also a really fun game. Even this one was also a really fun game. So I think personally that the old world, the rules and everything is actually quite good. It's like a little 10% margin that needs to be FAQ'd or just clearer in the rules as it's written, because let's face it, it's Games Workshop and rules writing. So I've seen a lot of discussions about the different interpretation of the rules on certain situations. Just clarify that, kind of nerf dragons, and then I think this game will be freaking awesome. Anyhow, that's it for this one. I did have another game the same day, so I have another battle report coming as soon as I have time to fix it. Same list though, but up against a whole nother opponent and a whole nother team. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.